That feeling when you start a channel to discuss Greek gods and order, and then get distracted for 3 months with other topics. Yeet! But we're back on that Hesiod bandwagon. So, this week and next week, you're going to get another god. This week, we're going to do Tartaros, and next week, we're going to do Eros. So, Tartaros. He was the primordial god of the abyss, and he was also the abyss itself. You know, primordials, they're pretty weird. Tartarus is where the wicked and evil souls end up after they die. They are punished here, and this is where Sisyphus and Tantalus end up. Orphic tradition cites him as the first deity in Greek myth. Hyginus states instead that he is the child of Aether and Gaia, but nah. Here we're all about Hesiod. He's my guy. He's my guy. There isn't really much to cover about the god because the very few things he did do kind of covered in the Gaia video. But to recap, he was the father of the beast Typhon. The place instead is much more interesting and much better described. Its location is well known. According to Hesiod, it is far from the earth, as far from the earth as the heavens are from the earth, but just the other way. If one were to drop an anvil from the heavens, it would take 9 days to reach earth, and then a further 9 days until it hit Tartaros. Though the Greek underworld has many places, Elysium and Asphodel, even Hades, none are as feared as Tartarus. It is a gloomy hell where the evilest souls are tortured along with the prisoners of the gods. For instance, after the Titans seized power from Gaia, they imprisoned the 3 Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires, placing Campe as their guard. Oh god, I hope I pronounced that right. During the Titanomachy, Zeus killed the guard and freed the creatures. Then, once the Olympians won the war, they imprisoned many of the Titans there, while others, like Atlas, were set tasks like holding up the sky. Fun fact, in a feud with Apollo, Zeus threatened to imprison him in Tartarus, only relenting after Ceto pleaded with Zeus to have mercy. Many kings who were arseholes ended up here, along with the big names Tantalus and Sisyphus. We also have people like Salmoneus. Salmoneus was a king who tried to pass himself off as Zeus. Hubris doesn't go down too well in the Greek world as it is, but if you pretend to be Zeus, well...
So you have chosen death.
Not all kings were arseholes though. And 3 wise and noble kings, Rhadamanthus, Achaeus, and Minos, were chosen to be judges of the dead and would choose who would go where. According to Plato's Phaedo, the incurable would spend eternity there. These were temple robbers, murderers, and the diabolical. On the other hand, those who may have taken a life accidentally or in a fit of rage and regret it for the rest of their lives would spend a single year in Tartarus and then would be set free to seek forgiveness. If it was given, they would be released. If not, they would be sent back to Tartarus. In the Roman tradition, there is quite a big difference in the way it's described. Instead of being an abyss, Virgil describes it as a large prison, surrounded by 3 walls and a river of fire. The walls are made of glistening adamantine, and the gate is guarded by a 50-headed hydra. Tisiphon, a fury, lives here watching at the top of a tower in a castle in Tartarus for all eternity. In an adoption from Etruscan myth, Orcus also ruled in Tartarus, but this is a story for another time. Tartarus' influence cannot be understated. It has been adopted by Abrahamic religions. In early Jewish work, Tartarus is described as a domain ruled by Uriel, in which 200 fallen angels of the type Watcher were imprisoned. The New Testament also has something to say about Tartarus. In 2 Peter, among others, the Greek word Tartaru is used referring to souls being cast into Tartarus. Many commentaries refer back to the Judeo idea that Tartarus is where fallen angels go. In the Apocalypse of Paul, a non-canonical book from the Bible, it is stated that some angels are evil. These include the Tartaruci, the evil angels who rule over Tartarus. In the Greek Orthodox Church, the word Tartarus is used instead of hell. Tartarus has also had its fair share of influence outside of religion. There is a spider named after the god, as are several Royal Navy ships. A black metal solo act goes by this name, as do many villains including Tartaros in Fairy Tail, the brute Tartarus in Halo 2, and some DC comic villains. It is also a planet in Stargate SG1. It is a location in Persona 3, the prison for supervillains in My Hero Academia, and in My Little Pony, it is the home of the villains. Sorry there's no pictures here, but I'm not googling MLP because we all know what will happen. So that was Tartarus, a primordial deity in Greek myth representing the abyss. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications, leave a comment. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Follow my social media and join the subreddit. And I will see you next week, babies. Though the Greek underworld has many places like Elysium and Asphodel, Hades. None of these are as feared as Tartaros. I don't know if you can hear that. My cat's just walked in, so I'm gonna do that line again. Though the Greek world... Can you stop?